Mwah. Hello, my friend. It is a new week, and I am so grateful that you are watching this video. A lot to talk about today. We will be getting to Miss Taylor Allison Swift. Don't you worry. We're also discussing Celine Dion, Bethenny Frankel, Scott Disick, and more. But first, let me remind you all I have a membership on this channel, and Bianca Capetillo is a member. And if you can, only if you can, and want to, please consider becoming a member. Look, I'm gonna, boom, turn on the beauty light for you. Ryan Robinson is another member. I don't get crazy amounts of views on here. It's in the thousands, not the millions. And that's okay, because I appreciate every single one of you. And if you want to support, please become a member. I am going to switch the live stream to member only right now. Boom. Every weekday, I go live on here and I chat with my members. However, if you're not a member, you can still watch, you can still comment after the live stream, you can still share. All of that is truly appreciated. I just finished a coffee, so it's gonna be kicking in any second now. Hi, voices. All right. I had the best weekend, y'all. I love Las Vegas. I love living here. I'm so grateful. I did 6 events this weekend. I went to a media dinner at the Fountain Blue on Friday night. I judged a comedy show afterwards. Actually, that was really fun. It was called Shock Collar Comedy. They have a YouTube channel. Check them out on YouTube, Shock Collar Comedy. The concept is they put dog collars on the comedians. Hi, Erna. I did not, Bianca. They put dog collars on comedians, and if at any point you don't find them funny during their set, you shock them. You shock them with these dog training collars. Watching these comedians react to being shocked was sometimes even funnier than their stand-up. Although what was not funny was somebody put my name on the flyer for the show beforehand that I had not agreed to do. Some shady mofo. And people had gone to see me. I never promoted that. I had no idea till that night. And I couldn't go. I was at the media dinner. I would have done it if they had reached out to me and asked. Lame. Saturday, I went to Live Beach at the Fountain Blue. I shared that video here on YouTube earlier. I went and got my hair cut. I'm feeling it. I'm going for like a forward action now. I'm going to have to trim this myself a little bit in like a week or so, but this works for now. And then I went to the opening of this lounge called Status at the Venetian's Grand Canal Shops. And then yesterday, I know I am Ryan. I don't know why I like ice. I like ice. Yesterday, I went and met up with an 80s pop icon for me. I'll give you a spoiler because I appreciate your support. I'm posting it tomorrow. I went and met up with Tiffany. Children behave. That's what they say when we're together. I think we're alone. Anyways, I totally jumped ahead there. I love Tiffany. I love Debbie Gibson. I love Taylor Dane. I love the divas from that era. And I love Las Vegas. All right, let's get to things because there's a lot to talk about. First, Bethany Frankel. Very sad. Her mother passed away a couple of days ago. She shared the news on her social media. And Bethany had a very complicated relationship with her mother. I didn't really know what she was talking about, so I had to do some research because when, hey Kay, oh my God, a new member. Welcome, Kay. Yeah, it was intense reading this eulogy. Bethenny of her mother said she was brilliant, funny, cultured, and wise, yet suffered a lifelong eating disorder, alcoholism, abuse, smoking, and self-destruction. Despite not being equipped to be a mother, she loved me, and I have beautiful memories of her. I won't sugarcoat it. I was an adult long before Bryn's age, that's her daughter, experiencing things no young child should endure. This made me strong, tough, a survivor who is able to handle anything. The universe gave me the most beautiful daughter, and my childhood gave me inspiration to break the chain. Despite all of that, Bethany Frankel was able to reconnect with her mother at the behest of her own daughter, and her mother and the grandchild were able to have a relationship, and yeah. So why does the light look different today? My OCD is kicking in. And that's the brightest. All right, whatever. It works. It works. Aww. Well, thank you, Kay. I really, really appreciate you, and I'm taking this seriously. I go live on YouTube every weekday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, and wonderful supporters like you who are members get to ask me questions live, suggest topics. I am here to please, okay? Let's talk Taylor Swift now. And I really work hard to not duplicate myself. I want you here on the YouTube show to get a wholly unique and different experience. I mean, and me going live solo is different than my podcast. Sometimes it's unavoidable for there to be overlap, but I try to not have a lot of overlap. I want you guys to get it either first or different. So we spoke about Taylor Swift this morning on the podcast. It came out today, and I uploaded 2 clips on YouTube. Yay, Sophia! It's our Taylor Swift era of the show. I love it. There's some fellow Swifties in the house. So I'm not gonna repeat what I said in those clips. You can check those out, but I'll talk about some other things and give you the first look at something very spicy. But before we get to the spicy stuff, congratulations, Taylor Swift. According to Hits Daily Double, an industry publication, the very latest projection is that Taylor Swift's new album, The Tortured Poets Department, is expected to debut in the United States, in just the United States, with at least 2.3 million units. 2.3. Wow. That's ginormous and unheard of in the streaming age. Bonkers. And if I had to guess, because Hits did not specify. Let me look at it one more time just to confirm. They they did not specify, she is a mastermind voices. They did not specify how much of that 2.3 million is in pure sales. So if I had to guess, my educated guess is that she probably did at least a minimum in physical, moving actual physical units like vinyl and CDs. A million, easily. Because her fans are that hardcore, the hardcore Swifties, and they buy the product. And then, 1.3 million or more in streaming. I'm surprised the number is actually not high. I mean, I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised it's not even higher because I feel like in 2024, Taylor Swift is bigger than she's ever been. 18 years into her career, or 20 years into her career, or 19, 18, like well into her career. Almost 20 years. It's insane. And actually, I was talking to one of my bestie gays voices, and I said, you know what's the craziest? The craziest is I grew up obsessed with and worshiping Madonna. I thought Madonna was the biggest female pop star there ever was, and she was for a very long time. But Taylor Swift has become bigger than Madonna ever was. And I'm Madonna's biggest fan. Taylor Swift is now bigger than Madonna never debuted to first week album sales that big. Let me see if I can find what was the biggest debut week in album sales for Madonna. Let's see. Music did 420,000 copies, that album. Here we go. Oh no, but this might be just in the UK. What? Sorry, I don't want to get sidetracked. I was just curious. It doesn't say how much they debut at. It just says how much in total sales on Wikipedia. Whatever. Madonna never debuted to over 1 million in 1 week, okay? That's a fact. Taylor Swift has surpassed Madonna, period. And like Madonna, Taylor Swift is a magnet for controversy. Isn't that interesting? Like, some things change, but some things also remain the same. And Taylor Swift is like a moth to the flame when it comes to drama and people having strong opinions. And y'all, let me tell you, do you want to know the latest Taylor Swift drama that I did not talk about on the podcast? I have not shared anywhere else yet. You're the first to hear this. Christians are upset at Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is going viral in Christian circles because they think that Taylor Swift is mocking Christianity and belittling God on her new album. I'm not making this up. It's gone viral. This was the original tweet that sent it all off from this account. Look, I'll show you. It has 1.7 million views. 1.7 million views posted on Sunday, April 21st. The account is Sean Feucht. He says, almost half the songs on Taylor Swift's new album contain explicit lyrics, make fun of Christians, and straight up blaspheme God. Is this the music you want your kids listening to? You think I'm just being religious and overreacting? Read the lyrics and decide for yourself. Well, since he said so, let's read the lyrics and decide for ourselves. And yes, this album features Taylor Swift cursing a lot. She's talking about drugs a lot. She talks about drugs in a lot of songs. She talks about alcohol in a lot of songs. She talks about sex in a lot of songs. It's true. It's true. This album is not for kids. And Taylor Swift has a lot of young fans. So if I was worried about things like that, I wouldn't let my kids listen to this album. But my kids don't really listen to music. You know, we don't have like an Alexa or a Siri that just plays songs. So they'd have to like seek this out, and they're not going to do that. But yeah, I could see how that is a valid concern. Let's look at some of these lyrics that are triggering to some Christians. Guilty as Sin, that song. Quote, what if I roll the stone away? They're going to crucify me anyway. What if the way you hold me is actually what's holy? If long-suffering propriety is what they want from me, they don't know how you've haunted me so stunningly. I choose you and me religiously. I mean, maybe. I mean, if you're like a hardcore religious person, I could see how some people might consider that to be belittling of religion or blasphemous. Another lyric from The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, quote, I would have died for your sins. Instead, I just died inside. Nothing wrong with that. But Daddy, I love him. Okay. I just learned these people only raise you to cage you. Sarah's and Hannah's in their Sunday best, clutching their pearls, singing what a mess. I just learned these people try and save you because they hate you. All right, I could see that one. You know, their Sunday best, going to church on Sunday, talking about saving you, religious people trying to save others. Listen, I could be fair. Let me read that one again from the song But Daddy, I Love Him. I just learned these people only raise you to cage you. Sarah's and Hannah's in their Sunday best, clutching their pearls, sighing, what a mess. I just learned these people try and save you because they hate you. You know, some very religious person might view that as thinking, you know, that religious people are hateful and hypocrites. Another song, which one is this one? It doesn't have the title. But Daddy, I Love Him. Okay. God save the most judgmental creeps who say they want what's best for me, sanctimoniously performing soliloquies I'll never see, thinking it can change the beat of my heart when he touches me, and counteract the chemistry and undo the destiny. You ain't gotta pray for me and my wild boy and all of this wild joy. If all you want is gray for me, then it's just white noise and it's just my choice. Okay, there is starting to see I am starting to see a pattern though. She in a few songs has mentioned God and prayer, and this guy has a valid point. However, I don't think it's an attack on religious people. I think it's a critique of hypocritical religious people. And it's an attack on extremists, extremely religious people, extremists, religious extremists. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. I could see it as definitely an attack on religious extremists and religious hypocrites and religious haters. And you know what? I'm not mad at that. I think anything extreme is bad. Religious extremists are bad. Conservative extremists are bad. Liberal extremists are bad. Extremists are bad, in my opinion. I'm not mad at that, but you know what? I'm not the demo that's upset about this, but clearly it struck a nerve because nearly 2 million people have seen that and counting, and it keeps getting retweeted and bloop. All right. You know what's so funny to me though? I already shared my review of the new Taylor album. I like it. I've spent 4 days now listening to it nonstop. The songs that I like, I love now. And then there's a lot of songs that I'm like, oh, this is good, but it's not great. I wish it wasn't 31 songs. The production is really what uninspired in a lot of songs. And I'm ready for her to stop working with Jack Antonoff and blah. Anyways, a lot of people saying she doesn't care about anyone's opinions. She did this for the Swifties. Well, I'm a Swiftie. She doesn't care about the critics. Yes, she does. She cares about selling. That's why she released all these versions. She cares about selling as much as possible. And she cares about the critics. You want to know why? Because Taylor Swift spent all weekend retweeting reviews. Only the positive ones, obviously. I wish she would have also retweeted some negative reviews and clapped back in some way or was like sassy in some way. Like, that would have shown a bit of a sense of humor, but she only retweeted the positive reviews. And there were some very notable publications that were critical. The New York Times did not love it. Paste Magazine, NME, the Huffington Post, a bunch that just did not rave over it. It's all good. It's all good. Speaking of Taylor, some fans have noticed. I agree with that assessment, Kay. Not all of it, but there's so much music. A lot of it does have this sameness to it. Mainly the Jack Antonoff songs. It's all good. It's all good. A lot of fans have noticed that Kim Kardashian has lost over 100,000 followers on Instagram since Thank You Amy came out, the song on Taylor's new album about Kim. And you know what? She don't care. 100,000 followers is like 1% of 1% of her followers. 1% of 1%. Kim Kardashian has way more followers on Instagram than Taylor Swift does. Taylor Swift has 283 million followers on Instagram. And Kim Kardashian has 363 million followers. That's like 80 million more. Oh, I remember that wedding. Yes, that was a big deal. So it's all good. It's all good. Okay. Um, and look, Kim has not responded yet. If she, and I think that's really interesting, right? Isn't that interesting? Kim Kardashian has not responded to the song that we all know is about her on Taylor Swift's new album. Well played, Kimberly. Well played. All right, in more music-related news, you guys, I'm hyping you up because I'm so excited. Oh my God. You know who's on the cover of Vogue France? The one and only, the legendary Ms. Celine Dion. Look at that. Celine is getting ready to hype up her documentary about the struggles that she's been facing with her health over the last couple of years. She has stiff person syndrome, and I love this photo. It's fashion, but it's so much more. Look at that expression on her face. That is giving, I'm still here. That is giving power, confidence, determination. That is giving victory. That is giving everything. That's just giving. I love it. And you guys, get ready. It's not just that cover. Celine gave us another cover. Oh my God. Celine is like literally feeling herself. She's feeling herself. And that's the way it is. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. This is instantly this one of my favorite Celine Dion photos of all time. And then we got all of these other great ones too. Look at her face. She's like, you counted me out. Don't count me out. I'm Celine Dion. How old is she? I would have to guess 54. Let's see. 56. I was close. She just turned 56. Okay. That one. This is also giving me not sadness. It's weird. Go with me on this one. Not sadness, but it's giving me pain. Like, she's been through so much and I can feel it. Like her lips are a little pursed. Like she's carrying all this tension and all of this pain that she's been going through over the last couple of years. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love her. Ah, that's the way it is. All right, some positive news to end things today. Scott Disick has gotten the memo. He is going to stop taking Ozempic. He has gotten too thin, perhaps unhealthily so, and he's now going to work with a nutritionist to be as healthy as possible without being on the Ozempic. I was just talking to a friend about Ozempic yesterday. I have zero desire to take Ozempic because all that does is it doesn't make you as hungry. I love eating. The day they're able to come out with a miracle drug, a miracle pill, a miracle injection where I can eat all I want and not get fat, I will take that. That's what I want. Not to like curb my appetite in half. I want to eat everything and not gain a single pound or be unhealthy. Anyways, my members, I love you. Do you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, any notes, anything that you want me to talk about right now before I sign off? This is your moment. And a reminder to everybody else, I give you hot topics here on YouTube every weekday, Monday through Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, live interacting with my members. Please consider becoming a member if you can. If not, everybody can watch. Thank you for the haircut, love. I'm obsessed with it. Everybody can watch. Everybody can comment when the live stream is over. Everybody can share. And all of those things mean a lot to me. I love you. And this is my final. Any parting shots, anyone? If not, I'll see you tomorrow. I love you. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful day. You're amazing. Mwah! Thank you, everybody. I love you. Bye.